Hello everyone, kids. This is Dr. Callahan with week 16 Tuesday. So if you're watching this lesson, make sure you're on, the right day because I do post the lessons a day in advance. So if today is week 16 Monday and you're watching week 16 Tuesday's video, you're obviously watching the wrong video. So make sure you go back to week 16 Monday. So just keep that in mind because I do post them a day beforehand. So make sure you're watching the right video. So anyways, week 16 Tuesday, these are your 3 questions for your warm-up. Your warm-up log is due on week 18, so in 2 short weeks, and they're worth 300 points. So make sure you guys are getting this done. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started with today's stuff. So take a look over here. These are the 4 steps on how to graph and shade inequalities. In order to shade and graph something, you have to have it in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. You'll start at the b that either goes up and down and look at the number in front of the x, and it's either up and over to the right or down and over to the right. If there is no equal sign, then it is a dotted line. However, if there is an equal sign, it is a solid line. If you have the inequality eating the letter y, you shade above. And if you have the inequality eating the other number that's not the letter y, then you shade below. So these are the 4 different steps for that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your MS team very quickly. And I want to make sure I share this with you guys. Remember, your assignments are always going to be on MS Team, so I'm going to go ahead and create the assignments for week 16 Tuesday with you guys as well. Keep in mind that you need to go ahead and actually view the assignment or else it doesn't work for you. So let me take a look over here. I got somebody that says they can't watch the video. I just want to make sure that's correct. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. So here's week 16, Monday, and the video's right here. And it appears that it's working okay on mine, so I'm not quite sure why some of you guys are having some difficulty. But if you're having some difficulty, I would suggest use a different laptop because it seems like it is working on mine. So I'm not quite sure, unfortunately. So let me just go back to here and respond to the student. Perhaps try another computer or cell phone. So yeah, I mean, it is working, so I'm not quite sure. And as far as you guys putting here, you need be marked present. So I'm only going to be looking at this from here. And if you have not viewed the assignment, that's an issue because when I take the assignments, when I take the attendance, I simply just see if you viewed it or not. So once you turn the assignment in, then you will go ahead and get the points for it. But if you do not do that, then that's going to be an issue. So yeah, anyways, let's go back to this. Sorry about that. I was like a little bit, I couldn't help but like noticing some of the comments here. And so I wanted to address that. So let's go back to this. Algebra 1. And I'm going to go ahead and just create a new assignment. And that new assignment is going to be for week 16 Tuesday. And the topic we're going to talk about is graphing linear inequalities in standard form. So assignment, I'm going to paste that. And your instruction is the same as always. It is to There we go. View the assignment. That's for your attendance. Watch the video, fill that out, comment, take a photo of your work and upload it. And that's going to be for your grade. And then your video is always going to be updated by 8:30 the day of the lesson. So since this is for week 16 Tuesday, this will be updated by Tuesday at 8:30. Right now I'm making the video and it's Monday, of course, but it'll be updated by tomorrow by 8:30. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to join me on Zoom from 10:10 to 10:30. That's not going to conflict with your regular classes because it's the independent time. Same link, same media ID, same passcode. And of course, if you need to email me, please feel free to email me at this email address. And if you need to go ahead and pick up your assignments for week 16, 17, 18, and also all of next semesters, like week 1 to 9, because the first week of the second semester, we are actually not going to be seeing each other. You're welcome to go ahead and go out to B1. This is actually posted outside of my door, and it says Algebra 1 guided notes, and they're separated by like a little yellow paper because one is for this semester's like week 16, 17, 18. The other side is for next semester's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So make sure you guys read the labels on the guided notes before you grab them. And I have them for Algebra 1, Calculus, and Prop and Stats. So it is available for you guys if you need it. Every day that you turn your assignment in, it's 10 points, so keep that in mind. And I know some of you guys are like, well, 10 points doesn't seem like it's a lot, but actually it is because it's 10 out of 10, so it's 100%. I mean, it's the same if I do like 15 points out of 15 points, or 2 points out of 2 points, or 1,000 points out of 1,000 points. It's based on a percentage, so just keep that in mind. And so this has already been posted, and I'm just waiting for the assignment to pop up so that I can go ahead and attach. There we go. Now it popped up. And I'm going to go ahead and attach your guided notes to this as well. So that way, if you need to print a copy from home, and in case you don't have the hard copy, you have it. And here it is right here. It's loading. Oh, whoops. Hold on a second. That's Prop and Stats. That's not right. Here, let's try this one more time. Attach. Upload from my computer. And we want to go to Algebra 1, week 16, Tuesday. And ta-da, there it is. Okay, now it's going to attach it. It's going to take a little bit longer because it's about like 100 slides. So if you need the notes for today, you just need to scroll to the very, very back of the PowerPoint, and you should have that. So if you click on that, this is what you should see. You will have your warm-up along with all the pages of your guided notes for today. That's from featured on this video. So it's loading because it's literally 104 pages. Okay, so if you need the guided notes, scroll to the very bottom. This is your exit ticket, and then here are your guided notes that you can print out from 102, 101, and 103. So these are the things you need to print out. Now, again, if you need a copy of this, you're welcome to stop by B1 Monday through Friday from 8 to or 7:45 till 3 p.m. and just pick it up outside of the classroom. All right, so with that said, let's get back to our notes today. So let me reshare this. Okay, here we go. So I want you guys to go ahead and turn over to your notes. Last time when I saw you guys, we talked about piecewise functions, and we actually did this activity. Here is your answer to that activity. You're supposed to start with letter R and then find your answer on another card, and so on and so forth from that video. So we did that. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about graphing inequalities in standard form. It's not the first time we're talking about this, but this is going to be a review for your final. All right, so this is your first page right here, and this is where our guided notes is going to be. So make sure you guys have this page in front of you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at question number 1, okay? So for question number 1, you have 5x minus 6y is less than or equal to 30. First thing you want to do, step 1, solve for y. So to do that, let's move the x over. So I have a negative 6y is less than or equal to negative 5x, because when I move it over, positive 5 becomes a negative 5 plus 30. Then to get rid of the negative 6, I'm going to divide it by negative 6 on everything. So then that cancels. Y is now by itself. And then notice how your inequality sign, because you're dividing by a negative, you have to switch it. And then double negative makes it a positive. 30 divided by negative 6 is a negative 5. So then we're going to go ahead and graph this. So in order to graph this, you're going to start off with negative 5 right here. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then looking at your slope, you're going to go up 5 over to the right 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you run out of space, you can go down as well. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So now that I have my 4 dots, I'm going to ask myself, is it solid or is it a dotted line? Well, given the fact that there is an equal sign right there, it is a solid line. So let's go ahead and draw the solid line. And do you shade above or below? And given the fact that it is eating the letter Y, like right there, you shade above. So take your highlighters or your pencils, and then this is what it looks like. That's your answer. And then what I want you to do is step 3, which letter does your line hit? Solve the puzzle. Well, to me, it looks like it hit letter A. So for number 1, I'm going to put A right there, A as an apple. All right, let's take a look at question number 2. For question number 2, step 1, solve for y. So I'm going to get the x and move it over to the right side. So then you have a 4y is greater or equal to negative 2x plus 8. Opposite of a times is divide. So I'm going to divide by 4 on both or on all of them. So then the 4 cancels. And I have y is greater or equal to, and notice that this time I didn't change anything, did not change inequality because I'm not dividing by a negative number. Negative, I have a negative 2 over 4. I could reduce that to a negative 1 over 2x. And then 8 divided by 4 is going to give you a 2. So then let's go ahead and graph this. I'm going to start off at the 2, so go up 2. Then looking at the slope, I go down 1 over to the right 2. So down 1 over to the right 2, down 1 to the right 2, down 1 to the right 2. If you run out of space, you can go up 1 to the left 2, up 1 to the left 2, up 1 to the left 2. And given the fact that it is an equal sign, it is going to be a solid line. So let's just draw a solid line right here. And also, since it is eating the letter Y, you're going to shade above. So this part right here. And then ask yourself, which letter does it hit in the process of doing this? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at question number 3. For question number 3, we're looking at this from solving for x. So once again, let's move the x, or solving for y, you're going to move the x over to the right side. So I have a negative 5y is less than negative 3x plus 30. And then I want to get rid of the negative 5, so I'm going to divide everything by a negative, which means my sign is going to switch. And look how it flips over. So my negative 5 cancels, y it's by itself. I have a positive 3 over 5x minus 6. And when I graph this, I start on negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the slope is a positive, you're going to go up 3 over to the right 5. So go 1, 2, 3 over to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 3, 1, 2, 3 over to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you run out of space, you can go down, so down 3, but you have to go to the left 5 just so the direction of your line is in the same direction. And then take a look to see if it's going to be a solid dot or a dotted line. Because there is no equal sign, it is a dotted line, so you're just going to draw little dots in between them. And then do you shade above or below? This is actually eating the letter Y because it's pointing towards the letter Y. So you will be shading above. So grab your highlighter, and we're just going to shade above. And it looks like it's hitting the letter S in this situation for question number 3. All right, let's take a look at question number 4. For question number 4, once again, you're going to solve for a y, and you're going to add the 11. So the same steps that I had before, add the 11. So y is greater than positive 11x plus 9. Well, that's it. You have it right here. So I'm ready to go ahead and graph. I don't need to go ahead and divide it by anything. Start off with 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 11 over 1, so you can go up 11 over 1. But if you look at it, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 over 1. But there's not a lot of space, so you can go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 over 1. And then because there's no equal sign, it is a dotted line. So we're going to go ahead and draw little dots here. And because it is eating the letter Y, you're going to go ahead and shade above. And it looks like it's hitting the letter U. For number 4, it should be a U. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to number 6. So you guys go ahead and do number 5. Pause the video for number 5. Here's your answer for number 5. So take a look at it. But I'm going to go ahead and do number 6. So for number 6, we're going to go ahead and subtract the 7 over to the right side. So we have negative 3y is greater or equal to negative 7x plus 21. And then we'll divide by negative 3 on all 3 terms. So y is less than or equal to, because it switches, because you divide it by a negative. Positive 7 over 3x minus 7. Let's start at negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if you look at this, you're going to go up 7 over to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3. It is going to be a solid line because there's an equal sign there. So we're going to draw the dots, connect them. And then because it's not eating the letter Y, you're going to be shading below that. So grab your highlighter, and we're going to shade below. And it looks like it's hitting the letter C. So for number 6, it'll be a C right there. All right, you guys. So we've gone over about 5 examples. I want you guys to finish the rest of them on your own and make sure you guys complete it. If you would like some extra credit for this class, you're welcome to go ahead and work on the next one, which is on this page right here, for some extra practice. And also the next one on the 3rd page, which is also extra practice, and I will give you guys extra credit for that. Your exit ticket today is your emoji exit ticket. It says circle the emoji that reflects how you got on today's lesson. Explain your reason why. And you just need to put, I chose this emoji because, and then give me a sentence, a brief sentence. Have a wonderful week, you guys. As always, stay safe and healthy, and make sure you guys are watching the video for week 16 Tuesday, which is today. Take care.